some of you people watching this right now will have noticed that I am wearing the same shirt as yesterday. And some people in the comments might be saying, wow, this guy didn't wash his clothes in 24 hours. So cringe. And the other guy will say, wow, I actually watched this guy for his rants and not for what clothes he has on in each video. And this is basically the entire debate of media literacy online, with people just having to interpret every single thing on screen at every time, and if someone doesn't realize something straight away, they are immediately classified as a lower being on the scale of like evolution in total, and it truly just annoys me. A wonderful example of this media illiteracy that we're seeing today is from something I just made a rant about a while ago, which is Has Been Hotel. And there's this entire debacle about, there's this character in Has Been Hotel, which is a series on Prime Video. I'm not sure, I watched this shit illegally. But there's this character called Alistair. And he has a song where he says, blah, 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 Alistair altruist. Of course, for virus and threat protection, not now. We can talk about this later. He, of course, is talking about him being altruistic. Not that his name is Alistair Altruist, right? People were like, wow, I never knew his name was that. This is a clear example of people just being stupid. This has nothing to do with media literacy, because they understand the media they're watching, they just aren't thinking far enough and don't know the words. This has nothing to do with this. And everyone will be spamming this word on Twitter and in the TikTok comment sections like, oh my god, media literacy is dead. Oh my god, guys, so American. And it's like, no, they're just stupid. This is not the same thing. And this just recently happened again. And I am one of the people who fell for this, okay? Not fell for it. I was just watching a show, again, Has Been Hotel. While we were watching it, there's a very famous song that comes on, which is called Vox Populi. And it's about this guy. His name is Vox? I don't even know how to explain this. It's not even like, it's such a stupid debate that goes on. He has a song where he literally says, vote for me, vote for Vox Populi, the people's voice, right? And here's the thing that I got wrong in this. He says, vote for me, vote for Vox Populi, the people's voice. Vox Populi means the people's voice, okay? So he's saying, vote for the people's voice, the people's voice. The problem I have with this scene is that his name is also Vox, and he kind of like represents all media and TV and radio, so he is literally the people's voice. He reports on everything. So it's not stupid to think that his actual name, we know in this series that his name is already Vox. His name is Vox. So why wouldn't Vox Populi be his name? Because his name is never revealed. His actual name is completely different, but we know his demon name is Vox. It is just stupid. It is so stupid because there's like half the fan base who's like, wow, people are so dumb for actually thinking that's his name. But then the other people, the other half of the fan base with like a functioning brain will be like, well, it doesn't make sense for him to say, vote for Vox Populi, the people's voice, because it's like that one scene in Spider-Man Into the Multiverse, where it's like, chai tea doesn't make sense, you're saying tea twice. It's this, it makes no sense that isn't his name, because he'd just be saying the same thing in two different languages. Which, don't even get me started on languages and fucking Has Been Hotel. I've already made a rant about that one Latino character who I hate. It just doesn't make sense. And this all ties together with this entire, like, faux intellectualism? Intellectualism? Faux intellectualism. Tism. You know what I mean. It doesn't set a good precedent for what I'm about to say, but I just think it is really stupid that so many people are using words like pseudo-intellectual and media literacy when themselves not truly being that literate and not knowing that much. And it's always this entire like spiel of wanting to be the smarter person in every conversation. And just saying, you're dumb, blah blah blah, doesn't really help. You have to be smart. So by using words like pseudo-intellectual and like, wow, this guy's such a pseudo-intellectual, he's just faking it. I'm a real one. They can kind of like cosplay as like useful humans for some reason, and it's just so strange. And it's gotten kind of more popular recently because I think full up slurring people has gotten less common on the internet and is less cool. So instead of just putting other people down, you're like setting yourself on a pedestal like 90 million quintillion blocks above them. And it's just weird. I'm here to say that this entire thing is just weird. Let people enjoy what they want to enjoy, okay? Let them think what they want to think. They're watching a show not to look into the meaning, which doesn't even make sense. Hazbin Hotel is a stupid... It is a stupid fucking show, and I've said this before. It's a stupid show. It's meant to be funny. It's not meant to make sense or have a, like, message or anything. And you might be saying, wow, you lack media literacy for thinking that, but I just don't think it is possible for that show to have a serious message with how stupid and badly written it is. It's supposed to be a comedy. Okay? I agree. I'm not like... You know, there's two sides to the spectrum. There's me who's like, enjoy the media for what it is. Stop trying to read into everything. But then there's people who do this with like fucking The Boys, which is obviously fucking anti-America and anti-fascism. And then we have something else that goes into like fucking my German teacher back in the day, where we'd be reading Faust by Goethe, and he'd be stopping at every single sentence. It's like, yes, he used this word because he actually meant to say, like, I'll get into glazing old fucking literature in a future video. That is just so stupid. I remember this one time where, this is like actually one of the most insane reach arounds my teacher has ever done, where he said that a woman wearing a purse in one of these scenes in a book meant she wanted to cheat. I forget the exact reasoning he had for it, but I'm like, there is no fucking way this can be read, because it happens later on in the book, and he's like, well, actually, this foreshadows it. And it's like, no, you are not that guy. You did not see this at the first time reading this and was like, yes, this clearly means that. No. There's two sides. There's two sides to the spectrum of stupidity and media literacy usage. One, people who are actually smart and overanalyze everything. People who are dumb and underanalyze everything. Just be normal. Enjoy the media. If there is a huge overlying message, you should be able to know about it. If you mishear one guy's name, or you think that's one guy's name, it's not going to change anything. And it doesn't make you more stupid for not knowing Latin, or not thinking that that's his name, which even now still makes sense. It's just, I don't know. Everyone on the internet always wants to fucking make others look bad, and I don't see the point to it. Just be nice to other people and explain it to them. Be like, oh yeah, a lot of people think that. Instead of, wow, all of you are so much dumber than I am, because I am the smartest. You are not Einstein in that one single reaction image, 13 Habits of the Intellectuals. You are not him, I assure you, man. Hey, this is a short rant. Mostly because I have nothing to report on today. News has been pretty dry, and I don't just want to steal Charlie's video. I've been made aware that someone's like, you make videos like Moist Critical, also known as Charlie, also known as Penguin Zero. And no, I don't make videos like him. He makes videos like me. As in saying, there's no fucking difference. We both just record ourselves speaking about things. Whoa, what? He's copying! Aristotle actually did this first, so, actually, penguins, you gotta give all your money to Aristotle. People read into things way too much. Things just are what they are sometimes, and nothing more. I am telling you, being smarter than someone doesn't mean holding it over other people's heads, okay? And it doesn't mean you have to read into everything. Actually, if you have to overanalyze everything, I almost think that you're more stupid. As always, Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm not copying anyone. Just be nice to people. Stop overanalyzing shit. And have a wonderful day.